I don't want to set a precedent of us actually setting this as a living wage for us, for anybody we do business with.
Most of these city councillors don't believe Regina should have a policy when it comes to paying a living wage. They heard from people on both sides of the debate. Advocates say a living wage reflects what it actually costs to live in a city. It factors in rent, grocery bills, and childcare. In Regina, that's calculated to be nearly $17 an hour for a household of 4. That's compared to the minimum wage of around $11 an hour.
Every salary is significantly above minimum wage here. And that to me is a more traditional way to look at this. You could argue that that living wage is it's a certain different level of analysis, no question about that. But our employees are well paid. They are well paid, and they have an opportunity to progress through our staff.
All of the city's permanent employees earn more than a minimum wage. Most casual or seasonal employees do too. Only 379 casual employees don't. Those are people working as cashiers, co-op students, and casual laborers. A report says it would cost an extra $1 million a year to pay everyone a living wage. That includes the staff of contractors the city hires. Cost is the main reason why the city isn't adopting a living wage policy. We heard it wouldn't be as simple as giving all employees a raise so they make more than $17 an hour. For example, what if full-time or permanent employees wanted the same wage increase given to seasonal staff? We heard that could cost the city millions of dollars more. And then there's unions. The report says the city has to respect the collective bargaining process and can't arbitrarily increase the wages for some workers and not for others.
This notion that, oh, we shouldn't be, or we can't, or, oh, maybe this is beyond our jurisdiction, that's patently false. We've seen that in other jurisdictions in Canada, the United States, and the UK. So we could have done this. I think there would have been a really important signal to the community.
We know that 74% of small business owners oppose the policy, and so for those of our members that would be bidding on various contracts, they would have a concern with being, the city dictating what their salary should be.
One of the things we heard is that deciding on a minimum wage or living wage is up to the province, not the city. Saskatchewan actually raised its minimum wage earlier this month. It's now the second lowest minimum wage in Canada, behind only Nova Scotia by 6 cents. Premier Scott Moe defends the minimum wage. He says it's based on a tried and tested formula. He says it's working for the people of Saskatchewan, so they'll be sticking with it. Stephanie Taylor, CBC News, Regina.